Hey everybody, so as you know, my name is Kianti Ayshea and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. This is going to be a reading for our Divine Feminines. Alright, so all of our DF, Empress, High Priestess energy only. If you in any way at all identify as a Divine Masculine, hunty, you can go ahead and get at, because this reading right now is not for you. Not for you. Not for you. Not for you. All right, let us go ahead, you all, and see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. Oh, excuse me, so ladylike, right? Please keep in mind, you all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Information as to how you can book personals with me can be found in the description box beneath this video. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Happy full moon, guys. It is the flower moon. Divine Feminine, thrive at this time, girl. Scorpio energy. Okay. Transformation, change, rebirth. Okay. Birthing new versions of yourself. Birthing new ideas. Creating new businesses. All different sorts of things like that. All right. Whatever your intentions were that you set during the last new moon, or any other new moon for that matter, because some things take longer to come into fruition. Tend to come into fruition during the full moon. Okay. So great things coming. All right. Great things ahead. Great things, my love. Okay. So if your intuition is heightened today, that's why. Okay. I literally just said something about the full moon, and then I look over at Alexa over here, and she got this darn moon up. Okay. This full moon. And it wasn't for today. It was something about bedtime stories. So anyway, child. Look, synchronicity. So something's really special about this moon. Okay. Really special. We have abundance. There you go. Abundance, domicile moon. Okay. The moon's reflection, accept responsibility. Exactly. Oh, let me just pause right here. Let me just pause right here, Lord. Amen. I feel like when you're someone who accepts accountability, accepts responsibility for your own well-being, and you have no problem being corrected because you understand that it helps you grow, right? Sometimes you enjoy challenges. Notice I said sometimes. Who wants to be challenged every single day? That can get irritating, right? But sometimes you enjoy challenges because challenges are how you grow. All right. It can be kind of frustrating though. Okay. Unnerving, but you grow nevertheless. And because of this, because of your acceptance of responsibility, you're bringing in all this abundance. Okay. You're not putting your well-being in another person's hands. I like it. We have mystery, dark side of the moon. Ooh, you're coming across very mysterious love. Aside from that, some of you may be saying, well, what's coming, Blue? And what's going to happen? And what's going to this? And what's going to that? You're wanting to figure out everything right now. And Spirit is saying you don't have to figure out everything right now. All you have to do is trust yourself, go with the flow, continue to ascend, stay in alignment. You see here it says stay in integrity. The way you stay in integrity is by staying in alignment. I'm getting something about staying in your lane. Now, what I mean by that, we all have our own lane. You can switch and switch and switch if you want to, right? Into whichever other lane you choose. But nevertheless, I feel like you're someone who has your own lane. You don't just get on a bandwagon because you see somebody else is doing something. You don't just allow yourself to follow the crowd or follow the trends or, try to keep up with the Joneses. You keep your integrity intact. So Spirit wants for you to keep doing that. Also with moon shining, it reminds me of moonlighting. Okay, now they could be completely different things, but that's what's coming up. Something about just, again, if you want something to be a certain type of way, faith without works is dead. So you have to get up and do the work. Okay, so some of you might be thinking about 2-3 jobs or 2-3 business ideas, whatever it is, do it. Okay, do it. We have yin moon, accept help. There you go. Okay, Spirit's going to send you the right people at the right time. That's what I'm getting. So you're like, well, Blue, this is candle. Let me get this candle up. Blue, I don't know, what's going on? What's going to happen? Be patient. I was just about to say, be patient, my love. Moon cycles. Everything has to go through cycles. Everything has to go through phases. It's almost like when you have a child coming, right? And you're like, oh, I can't wait to meet him. I want to meet him right now. Yeah, but you still have to go through the phases. You still have to go through the cycles. You still have to get through the trimesters, You're going to meet him, right? So it's like that. Take the lead, okay? Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? We have slow it down, all right? Slow it down, moonstone. Now, some of you might be working with moonstone, the crystal, okay? This is selenite, but some of you might be working with moonstone, the crystal, okay? Moonrise, cleansing, selenite, moonstone, okay? Because selenite is good for cleansing, so maybe that's why I touched it at that particular moment in time. Some of you are removing negative energy, clearing your energy, whether this is negative energy from others or negative energy from you is what I'm saying. You know, like remnants or debris of any sort. Okay. You are keeping yourself in alignment, like I said, by choosing to remain in your goddess power and keeping your integrity together and intact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, higher power. You're connected to a much higher power. Moon goddess. Exactly. So when I tell you that this full moon is beautifully like aligned to assist divine feminines with manifestation, I tell you no lies, beloved. So this is the time for you to really think about what it is that you want and put that energy into it. Focus on that, not the things you don't want, okay? Yeah, it says process your feelings. How at the moon. I can't make this up. Okay? So let's see. Dun dun dun. Yeah, cornucopia, woman holding a coin. Do you see, beautiful? You have so many great things coming in for you. This is not the time to get distracted, love. Happy family. Do you see this? It's like, this is what Spirit wants you to focus on. All the abundance that's coming in. All right? Whatever was not working is going to be torn down. Why? Because, well, you're meant to have success. You're meant to have happiness. You're meant to have abundance. So in the event that whatever's going on right now is going to eat away at that, block you from that, delay you from getting there, whatever the case may be, then it has to go. So don't be surprised if some things or some people start falling off so that other doors can be open, other things can start coming into their place. Don't be surprised, okay? It's all part of God's plan. So I'm about to say that strategy. It's all part of God's plan. Okay, yeah, you got a lot of envy coming towards you, but what else is old? Okay, we're just going to pew, brush right past that. What else is old? Okay, you're on a new journey. You're speaking your truth. You're no longer allowing people to get away with the stuff they were getting away with. I'll say that because that's not what I started to say. I had to check myself. Okay, they can't get away with the EFF skit. Okay. Appreciation, yeah. Again, when something doesn't work, you don't get overly upset about it. You don't get emotionally flared up. No. Listen, if it didn't work, it wasn't meant to work. And so I'm not going to try to force it, beloved. We're not doing that. All right? Yeah, all tied up. You just feel free now. You realize that someone was trying to hold you back or someone was trying to hold you hostage. I'm also seeing a figure of a doll. Okay? A doll or two dolls, and there's like string wrapped around it. So someone could have been trying to literally bind you and keep you stuck and prevent you from getting all your blessings. Or they could have been trying to keep you stuck on them. Either way it goes, it would have been causing you delays. So if something didn't work, it wasn't meant to. Trust that. Yeah, and then there's other doors that are going to open, you know. So it is what it is kind of thing. Okay? And that's been coming up a lot. Me saying it is what it is. It is what it is. Well, you know what? That's because it is, honey. It's not one of those things where I'm like, oh, you didn't care. They didn't care. You know, you're not loved. Nobody wants you. No, but it's just like, this is the person that is not meant to work out with, so it didn't. We're not about to make it seem like you can't have anything. You know how they be like, don't cry over spilled milk? You know, it's like that. If the milk is spilled next, where's the next cup of milk at? You know, like we're not about to be sitting up here crying over this, okay? That's how I feel. Not somebody that treats you bad or makes you feel bad. We're not doing that. So again, with the accept responsibility, you have accepted responsibility for your own happiness, your own well-being. If this person or situation is not making me happy, then I'm not doing it. I'm not a part of it. You know, that's not it for me. That kind of thing. Okay. So with Magician in the Mirror and then the Temple Path, I feel like some of you could feel like you've been dealing with something over and over and over again. And you know why? It's because we keep doing the same thing the same way, right? That's what it is. When you keep doing the same thing the same way, you get the same results. You have to switch it up. So Spirit is saying, okay, again, back to this, you accept the responsibility. You see that. You know that. So you're just going to let it fall down. All right. Also, I always see like the flowers that she's around or what have you. They all look dead. Like there's a few that are still there, I guess. but everything else looks dead. So it's like you have to save yourself before yourself is no longer there or something like that. Okay. Child, listen, Spirit ain't said just to say it now. Now, remember I said something about the doors closing and opening? Adjacent possibilities. Okay. So again, whatever door Spirit shuts, no man can open. And whatever door Spirit opens, no man can shut, because that's for you. Again, whatever blessings are for you are for you. There's nothing that nobody can do about it. Not they stank attitude, not them wanting you to have it, whatever. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you're just realizing now that, again, something doesn't work out doesn't mean that I'm not meant to have more. You're a 7th chakra. This is your crown chakra. This is where you receive downloads and information from source. Now, what's interesting is, right, that when we saw that stay in your integrity card, it had the triangle. Triangle represents what? The Trinity, the mind, body, and spirit. Okay. 333, as we know, is the Ascended Masters. Okay. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, right? 3 is really sacred and significant in religion as well as in spirituality. 3 is just a sacred number, right? So I feel this energy here where, again, you like, what's coming next and what's going on, because this didn't work out and what's going to happen and da-da-da. Spirit is like, when you clean your energy out, you get what I'm saying? And notice it's the same rainbow energy. It's the frequency of, you know, the 5th dimension and beyond, right? You clean that energy out, honey. Look, and then you stay connected. You stay connected to source. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. You're not fazed by that because you're connected to the right energy. As this moon goddess, you know, higher power. You're connected to a higher power. And remember I said earlier, Spirit was like, you don't have to know all the answers right in that moment. Just trust all the changes that are going on. Changes is literally right underneath. I can't make this up. It'll back to stay in integrity. You see? You see how that this all came back? Then I see boundaries. So it's something about boundaries here, like being mindful of who you allow to have access to you, because some people just want to be around to benefit off of the energy that you give off. Period. Okay. But yeah, again, back to this. Keeping yourself in your integrity, staying aligned with source, you'll know what you need to know then. And notice how she's doing that with her hands, what I just did. I did this, right? And she's like this toward the moon. So it's like, yeah, just keeping yourself connected with the moon, with the sun, with source energy. Okay. You have this higher knowing, this inner knowing. Tap into that. Somebody's hostile towards you and they might try to paint a different picture, but you see what you need to see. You sense what you need to sense. Okay, so just be mindful of that. We have victory. Yeah, you're going to overcome anyways. Okay, you're going to come out on top anyways, whatever the situation was. Yeah, anxiety. Some of you know that the tower is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. You know that. You sense it. You're well aware. It's just a matter of when. Just a matter of when, beloved. Oh, wow. We have the sun, you see? So like I said, the moon and the sun stay connected to source energy. Okay. Some of you might be sunbathing. Some of you might be going swimming, depending on where you are in the world, where you live. Okay, some of you could be going on vacation, going swimming in the sun, doing some sunbathing that way. Okay. Like almost literal sunbathing. Some of you could be in different countries, you know, and traveling and have outside or outdoor showers and literally bathing in the sun. Oh, that sounds delightful. Oh, that sounds like everything, honey. Enjoy. Enjoy, sweetheart. Underlying energy is the world, okay? And yin and yang, yeah. So I feel like something is ending so that you and your true love can come together. You and your person that Spirit has for you. All right. It's like you're going to get the abundance. You're going to get the love. You're going to get the happiness and the joy. You're going to get the peace of mind. You're going to have it all. Okay. You're going to have it all. If you do not already, this is what's coming in for you. All right. So once again, happy full moon, beloved. Happy full moon. 6 is here twice. So when it comes to your routine, that's being emphasized. When it comes to your health, that's being emphasized. Okay. When it comes to you being of service and assisting in whatever way you can with the collective upgrades, that's coming up. That's being emphasized. 28 is 10, brand new beginnings, right? But 10 is actually 1, and it's here twice. So again, you have 6 twice and you have 1 twice. So the independence, okay? How you come off to others, what you look like in the world, okay? Let's talk about yourself. You doing something for yourself. So your routine, your health, your overall well-being, again, you accepting responsibility. 10 of Pentacles, you see? It's like you're going to get everything you want because you're working for it, okay? You're doing whatever you're doing on purpose, intentionally. So you're going to get it. 9 of Cups. It's like people want something, but they just expect to receive it. It's not like that. You have to work for everything you want, period. You get what I'm saying? So what type of work you want to do, whether it's spiritual work, you know, or physical work, which you're going to have to do a little bit of both when you want to manifest things, right? You have to work. So you can't just expect it to come. You know, oh, I want my master's in this. Well, then you have to go to school and get your master's. You know, I want my business to do that and the third. Okay, well, then you have to set up a business plan and stick to it. Okay, so whatever it is, it's like it all requires the work. It all requires the action. Oh, okay, I felt like you wanted to be seen, but I didn't know you was going to do that. See? No, it's like betrayals and heartache and different things like that have taken place here. Somebody loves you and they could have disappointed you and let you down one too many times. And you're just over that. You're like, I know the person loves me, but at this moment, you're like, what's love got to do with it? Or something along those lines. What's love got to do with it? Hey, what's love but a second-hand emotion? That's how she felt. She was really hurt. She was really hurt, y'all. Well, love is life. Life is love. But she was upset. Okay, she was hurt. Okay, so yeah. Dang, yeah. He was out here hurting Tina like that. It's crazy, yeah. All right. We have Temperance. Okay, that's crazy. She was really hurt. I ain't even mad at her for real. And you be in that energy, you be like, what's love too? You know, what is love, child? That's how you would feel. Oh my gosh, we have Temperance here, okay? Temperance is all about forgiveness. So keep in mind that if somebody betrayed you, they disappointed you, they let you down, they talked about you, whatever it was that they did, if you hold on to those feelings, those negative, dark feelings, do you know what's going to happen? You're going to start to feel extremely heavy. And do you know why? You're going to feel heavy because in your mind, you know, whatever it was supposed to be, it's not. And you're going to, just like you hold yourself accountable, you're going to want them to hold themselves accountable. But not everybody is going to do that. Not everybody is ready to accept accountability for their own actions. Not everybody is responsible. We don't have a whole bunch of responsible adults walking around, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of adults, not a lot of responsible adults. Okay? So that's what I feel here. I feel like this person, they're not responsible at all. They don't like accepting accountability. And, you know, you still have to go ahead and forgive them. It's almost like forgiving somebody who you know is not sorry. That's the energy that it gives. You know this person isn't sorry. You know they don't apologize. But you have to forgive them for you so that you can keep yourself in alignment, because that's what Temperance is about. Keeping your temperament, not allowing yourself to lose your cool. You know what I mean? Staying level-headed. Trusting in divine timing. Remember I was saying earlier, you don't have to know all the answers, right? Like just being open to the mystery of it all. Being excited about that part, right? The Star card, divine protection, divine guidance, answered prayers. The 8 of Pentacles, this is you keeping your head down, focused on work. Okay, whatever it is that you're working on or wherever it is you're working at, you're focused. Okay, very much so. Yeah, because 3 of Swords, it's like you know how to transmute that heartache and that pain. You're not going to sit in it. You're going to accept responsibility for your own well-being, your own happiness, and say, you know what, I was not happy and satisfied with this situation, but it is up to me to fix how I feel. It is not up to me to sit around and expect this other person, though, to do it, right? It's not up to me to do that. It's up to me to do something about how I feel, right? So that's what I get from all this. Like, you're not about to sit in the pain, because then you become a miserable person. And I just don't feel like whoever I'm reading for, you're a miserable person. It's just not your style. Okay? He said, before I will be misery's company, I will shut the door. and bolted shut at that. Okay. The Six of Cups. This could be somebody that you've known for a really long time. All right. Four of Cups, since childhood or since you were younger. This person is like smitten. Okay. They are smitten. But they also have done a lot of stuff. Okay. When I say a lot, they've done a lot of things. A lot of things that have caused whoever I'm rooting for some pain, some heartache, you know. And so to just expect to come back from that, I don't see. Yeah, we have Two of Cups because the person feel like, you know, your soulmates. They love you, you love them. But see, you never said you didn't love them. But you are accepting responsibility for your own well-being. And a situation where you constantly feel Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, clearly ain't nothing about that for your well-being, beloved. So, you know, this is where you have to say, like Miss Tina, you know, what's love got to do with it? Five of Wands. If somebody always fights me, or if somebody's always going at it with me, or they have to be in conflict with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You feel like it's playing the role of a block to your destiny and the things that are truly meant for you, then no, it has to go. It doesn't matter if they love you, you love them. What does that mean? I will love you from all the way the heck over there. You know what I mean? I don't have to be up close and personal with you or have you in my face, in my space for no reason. Okay? Then I think about that Saturn energy, and Saturn being, you know, where you learn lessons. So in other words, this could have been a karmic, you know, and it's not to say you and the karmic didn't love each other. You love them, they love you, but it's a karmic relationship. It's karmic. Yeah, see, it's like, until you learn a lesson, you're going to keep being heartbroken. And so I feel like you learned the lesson. You're not about to allow whatever love, whatever passion is there to keep you repeating a certain cycle. You know, the world, it's time to cleanse this out. It's time to finalize this. It's time to move forward. Okay, we have Palace of Wands. There's so much passion, so much desire here. Excuse me. Seven of Pentacles. But this person, is like they're waiting on you to come back because they feel like you always come back because of the passion and desire that's between you. The love that you share. But Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. Who wants to rush back to that? So again, it's almost like they're saying what? You know, what do they think of you? We have this Page of Cups. This is, again, now they want to come in and apologize because Nine of Swords, they're realizing, hey, I haven't said anything because I don't see nothing wrong with what I've done. And instead of Feminine chasing after me, Feminine said, okay, no problem, and shut the door. So now I'm worried because the reaction I thought I was going to get out of you, which is you coming back and you chasing me or you saying something, you did none of that. So clearly this is really over now. And that they don't like. That is a fear of theirs. But remember that storm warning. If something was preventing you from getting to where Spirit wants you to go, or if something was being built up but it wasn't necessarily meant to last or stay, or if it was going to play the role of a block to your destiny in any way, shape, form, or fashion, Spirit was going to knock it down. There were adjustments that needed to be made. Again, with the temple path, you feel like you kept repeating something over and over again, but that's because you needed to learn a lesson. So until you learned the lesson, you were going to keep repeating the test. Okay? Well, you learned the lesson. You don't want to keep repeating that test. It makes no sense. Okay? Why would you keep doing that? So again, Four of Wands, you have stability and all that coming in here. Okay? You have true partnership coming in here. And then this person, they're going to continue to try. They're going to continue to make attempts. Okay? Your overall objective and focus right now is on stability. Okay? You are following your heart and walking away from what no longer serves you. Yep, see? I can't make this up. And you're manifesting it too. And so this person knows that and they're stuck in their head. This is a karmic. This is a karmic that has a lot of passion for you. But what does a lot of passion mean? Okay? So again, we have the Eight of Swords. They can't get you out of their mind. They're worried because they know that you've moved on. Or you're moving on. The Magician. Okay, the Magician is manifestation. So like I said, what are you manifesting? Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Okay, so you're going to get what you want. But why would Spirit give that to you with a karmic? That's not who you're meant to be with. You're meant to be with your true soulmate. Okay, meant to be true love, destiny, best friend. Somebody you're going to have the whole package with. The whole everything that you could want wrapped into one person with. You know what I mean? That's what you deserve, Empress. Okay, yeah, see, Eight of Cups, you're emotionally withdrawing and detaching from relationships and connections that no longer serve a higher or greater purpose in your life. Palace of Cups, you're trusting your heart here. You're trusting your intuition. Okay, Five of Swords. This person comes with nothing but conflict, nothing but challenges, nothing but insults, nothing but, you know what I mean? And when I say insults, I mean, this could be like an insult to your intelligence. You know? Like, this person is really an insult. They do things and say things that it's like, okay, so you really think I'm slow, huh? You know, that type of thing. But they probably do. I just saw them as the King of Swords, okay? So we know you're not slow, okay? But that's how they feel. And do you know why that is, beloved? They show up as a King of Swords. King of Swords is like logic over emotion. And because you're an emotional being, they think something's wrong with that. You're a woman. You're meant to be an emotional being. Okay? So, and then for those of you who are not women, if you're an emotional being, you're sensitive or whatever. So that's how you're meant to be. Obviously, that's how you are. So, okay, we're not about to try to make somebody feel bad for being who they are, okay? Because a lot of people don't know who they are. And that's why. They don't know themselves. They don't, you know, make wise decisions because they don't know what decisions themselves would really want to make. They don't know. So we have magic, okay, power, skill, alchemy, manifestation. Again, bringing in everything that you want is what I see you doing here. Okay. Sorrow. Oh, I would put this over temperance because she, okay, y'all already know how she coming. I know that. Sorrow, heartache, separation, depression, loneliness. Yeah, they could have been trying to put that energy on you. Remember I said I saw a doll. I saw binding. I saw, you know what I mean? This is what Spirit is showing me. Person could have been trying to keep you stuck in those energies. Tradition, marriage, religion, education, politics. But you're manifesting great things for yourself. Some of you are going back to school. Okay, because remember I said you want to work multiple jobs or you want to have multiple streams of income, whatever. There's something that you might need to learn or some sort of credential. And I did mention something about the masters. Just saying it wasn't like pinpointing that in the reading, right? But obviously somebody wants to go back to school here or somebody is working on their masters. Transition, letting go, spiritual growth, new beginnings, and move. I mean, you could be moving, okay, moving to a new place, a new city, new state, okay, new country. Because remember I said something about outside showers and different things. Now, you could have one here, I'm sure, but you know, you would have to be mindful of that because don't you get like indecency things going on in certain places and stuff like that? So I don't really know how all that works, guys, but I know most of the time around here we got showers indoors. All right, but yeah, I feel like you're going through a transition. Things are shifting for you. You're moving in a positive direction, and some people just don't like to see it, especially if they try to stop you in any way, shape, form, or fashion and it didn't work. Oh, all right, so we have persistence, courage, resilience, perseverance, and backbone. And what is this? Possessive. Yeah, do you see? They're very possessive. This person wanted control over you. All right, and because they couldn't have that, they tried to keep you stuck, okay, or prevent you from moving on and different things like that in life, okay? What is this? It says you have always known the truth. You just didn't like the answer. The Spirit brought me to that, okay? So that says a lot, guys. I can see myself with you for the rest of my life. This belongs to you, my love, okay? The person has a lot of naughty thoughts about you, but I feel like, you know, it was blocking your harvest in some way. Like this person could have been draining certain energy from you that you need to manifest the things that Spirit has for you or something like that. Fruition, payday, reward, manifestation. Yep. And that's here twice. So now I feel like you have to be in this Queen of Swords energy when it comes to this person. Intelligent, analytical, tough, and sharp. See, they didn't know that you are the Empress, so you're every queen. So, you know, just because you show you're Queen of Cups, you're Queen of Pentacles, because they're the most nurturing, doesn't mean, you know what I mean, that you're not intelligent. Or just because you show you're Queen of Wands, you're very attractive, very sexy, doesn't mean, you know what I mean, like having a lot of appeal, we'll say that, or being very seductive, or anything like that, doesn't mean that you're not intelligent. So that was their mistake. Okay, that's on you. You're like, my mistake. Yeah, it was definitely your mistake, beloved, for sure. Okay, but again, you have always known the truth. Come on, get up. You just didn't like the answer. Okay, that's what I get there from that. So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair grease.